This is state of emergency. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. I'm back.
Yeah. You gotta understand what I'm talking about.
Alright y'all, it's your boy, I'm back, but we gonna do something special. I told you this new year is gonna bring some things in. I couldn't wait to get this man down. We talk a lot about boxing. I mean, he calls me, I call him, and tonight I finally got him. The picture is right there over my shoulder. This is the cat. I love this man to death. My brother Heath is on the phone. Heath, say what's up to the people.
What's happening, good people?
Alright, look. We got the fight coming up tonight. Shane Mosley going up against Luis Collazo. And look, I'm not sure about the undercard, but I want to get to the meat of the matter, and that's the main event. So look, who do you think is going to win, and why do you think they're going to win?
Well, looking at the career of Shane Mosley, definitely it's been an up and down career. He started off as one of the up-and-coming premier boxers of his generation. Fast hands, knockout power. I think when he went up in weight, that's when he really began to run into some problems. The first one, of course, as we all know, was the fight with Vernon Forrest, which we all thought that he had the capability of winning, but every Ali has his Frazier. Right. And the difference between Ali and what Mosley did, Mosley immediately went back into a rematch that many of us boxing enthusiasts thought was a bit presumptuous, a bit fast for him to go back so quickly, and as a result, he ended up losing twice. And I guess that goes. I don't know if that will go into questioning, his character or just maybe his ego being bruised at the time. But I think that some of the problems he's had with his manager father, that relationship has also impacted his career over the past couple of years. He's still a very dangerous fighter. He's still a fighter that's capable of knocking you out. Luis Collazo has a pretty good record. He really doesn't have knockout power, but I think the winner of this fight tonight will probably depend upon what kind of Shane Mosley shows up. So I don't think he has anything left to prove, Brother Sean. I think that Brother Shane's career and his being at the peak of his career, those days are behind him, and I think that right now it's just I think he's just maintaining right now, and I don't know if the people still want to see Shane mix it up. Tonight definitely will prove or show or reveal what kind of expectations boxing fans can expect from Shane Mosley if he decides to continue on in his whatever his quest may be. I don't know exactly what he's trying to push for, but in my opinion, he has nothing left to prove. He's a great fighter. Maybe one day will be considered amongst the greatest fighters, but right now, I don't know. I'm sort of questioning his choice and his matches, and maybe even his choice as to whether or not it's still necessary for him to continue going on.
Well, look, I mean, with that being said, I'm looking at the group of cast that he's with in Golden Boy Productions. Do you think this also contributes towards their visibility, in the realm of guys that are not just former boxers but promoters? You think this is showing that former boxers can be viable promoters in the boxing game?
Oh, most definitely. I think that him, just the mere fact that he's with Golden Boy, shows that even though he is still boxing, that he's very much interested in not only showcasing himself, but giving fighters that are coming up behind him an opportunity to, prove their worth. Definitely he can take a cue from Oscar De La Hoya, who has found a way to be able to come back in for major bouts, if you will, or bouts where persons may think that he would not be up for. For instance, I believe the bout that De La Hoya had with, what's my boy's name?
Vargas?
Not Fernando.
Mayorga.
Who?
Mayorga?
Yeah. Mayorga was a fight that I know myself. I didn't know if De La Hoya was going to be able to handle him because of the intensity of how Mayorga fights, even though he was already exposed.
Yeah.
But still, I didn't know if De La Hoya had that kind of fire to handle a Mayorga, but he did. And so I think, definitely with Golden Boy Productions, with Shane Mosley being a featured fighter, fighters that are under Golden Boy Productions and promotions definitely get an opportunity to be showcased, because Shane still is a drawing card. This is not a pay-per-view fight, so the money that would normally be made in a pay-per-view fight is not being made, with the HBO fight. However, I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be tuning in to see this kind of matchup and mix-up with Shane and Collazo.
Well, you mentioned Oscar De La Hoya, and the rumor mill has it going that him and Floyd Mayweather, they getting ready to tie it up. But in reading what HBO put down, they threw in there through this fight. They're saying that Shane Mosley, this is his tune-up fight to prepare him for Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Okay, so here's the hypothetical. Between Oscar and Shane, do you think either one of them would be able to pull off a win on Floyd Mayweather?
That's a very good question. I think that the fighting styles definitely have a lot to do with that. In terms of speed, Shane still has some of his speed that he had when he initially came into the game. Whether or not that speed is going to be able to match, it would definitely be a boxing match between him and Floyd. I think that Oscar, his boxing skills may be a little bit more tighter, if you will, than Shane's, of being able to just handle, just the overall package that Floyd Mayweather brings. Again, I don't think it's a question, at least not in my mind, as to who would win either of those fights against Floyd Mayweather. Right now, I haven't seen anyone yet that has even troubled Floyd Mayweather. And so I don't know, I don't think it's a question of Floyd being able to defeat both of these men, but I think that it's a question of, again, it's the drawing card. It's the promotions. Boxing now has become a money-producing industry, which it always was, but now I think more so where promotion seems to be where the ticket is. Of course, fighters of the past, such as Ali, was one who understood how a fighter could capitalize on a major bout. I think that the people, I guess my question to you would be, who do you think the people would most want to see? Do the people want to see Floyd against Oscar De La Hoya, or do the people want to see Floyd Mayweather against Shane Mosley? I guess that's the question.
Well, personally, I think they would probably want to see both. Now, in order,
okay,
I think they would want to see De La Hoya first,
okay,
before they saw Shane Mosley go up in there against Mayweather. But I mean, we can toss that one up. But I think you raised the issue a while back about Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest, and
right.
I can't help but to think about the segment that I did where I talked about fighters in that one last great fight.
Right.
Do you think Shane Mosley has honestly had his days of his great fights? And I mean, really after this one, should he even consider going any further, or should he just let it rest at where it is?
I think that I don't believe Shane has had his one great fight. Well, some may argue that his fight with Oscar De La Hoya was, I think they had two fights. The fights he's had with Oscar De La Hoya represented, Shane's best moments. Now, a fight with Floyd Mayweather could very well prove to be a highlight moment for his career as a boxer. Okay. Even if he was able to sustain, I won't say knock Mayweather out, but be able to withstand the entire fight and go the distance with him, and still be able to hold his own against a power like Floyd Mayweather. I think that could be a premier fight of his career. But I think most people would argue, and maybe even some other boxing enthusiasts would argue, that his best fights probably were with Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, look, I want to thank you, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule to even give me a few seconds to do this, because I owe it to the public, man.
Well, it's a blessing to be able to share my little bit with the public, and I just hope that we can continue to do this and give some more to the public. If they want to hear, we can definitely come together and do some more dialogue on up-and-coming matches and those who we think are viable in any division within the boxing world. So.
Oh no, I got you slated for a live one, man.
Okay.
Physically, okay?
Okay.
All right, brother. Look, we want to thank you for coming on Ring Around the World, and we want you viewers to just stay tuned, all right, and enjoy the fight tonight. You'll hear from me after it's all said and done. God bless, and your boy is out.
This